Hey guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another episode of the waiting season. I apologize for the amount of time that I have been away and not giving you guys a waiting season video update. Life has been very busy. I haven't had time to breathe, but we're going to get into that in this video. If you're new here, my name is Kayla. I make sit down videos where I talk about everything under the sun that is on my brain. I graduated from grad school back in May, and my life fell apart in the 2 months after graduating. And so I am in the process of being in my 20s, figuring out life for the first time, dealing with so many new challenges and changes. And there are a lot of big things that I want in life. There are a lot of dreams and things that I put to the side, or that I'm hoping for. And I'm doing all of this while waiting on God and seeing, what He has in store for me. So if you are in that same position, if you are in that same place in life, I definitely encourage you to subscribe and comment down below. I love having discussions. I love talking to people. I love getting advice and different perspectives on things. So yes, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, if you're not new here, thank you for returning. If you like my face, if you like my content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so if you see me staring down at the mic, it's so I'm making sure that it's not dead, because I recorded a video and the mic was dead. So we're gonna see how far we can get with the mic. But yes, I am back. It has been 5 months since my life fell apart, and I kind of want to give a 5 month update about how things are going. Of course, catch you up on how the waiting season has been, what it's been like this past, couple of months since you guys last seen me. I think the last waiting season video I did, I was talking about, I think, dating or relationships, some of it, and I don't know, just I don't even remember. That's how long it's been since I've done a video, but I definitely recommend, go and catch up on videos so you can kind of see, how life's been. But the main video, like I said, I'm going to be talking about is my life fell apart at 24. It felt like my literally, I can't describe it other than it felt like my life just fell apart. And so 5 months later, I just have a few things, a few big areas of my life that I want to talk about and share, updates in those areas. So for one, I have two jobs. I am a full working woman. I work every single day of the week, literally, some days multiple times a day. And that in itself is a blessing because, of course, 5 months ago, I didn't know if I was going to get one job. It felt like I couldn't get a job at all. So to be in a position where I have to, yes, is a blessing. However, it is not fun. And I cannot sit up and lie and say that I am having a good time. I am not having a good time. I am tired. I am exhausted. I just need a break, and I need a break bad. But again, in the same aspect, I am still understanding that 5 months ago, this is all I wanted. And so I'm living in a answered prayer. It may not be what I thought it was going to be, and it may be hard, but you still have to give thanks for that. And so even with working, I definitely know that I'm not going to be at either of these jobs, long term, but I feel very stable, and I know that I'm always going to get paid, and I like the stability of getting consistent income. And so right now I'm kind of here, I'm learning, I'm growing, especially in my main job and my main career. I'm learning a lot. There's more so aspects of the type of job that bother me more so than the work itself, which is good for me, because if I didn't like the aspect of the job plus the actual work and like my career stuff, obviously that would be a problem. So we're definitely, if you're in a position of just getting your first job straight out of college, or working in a field and you don't know if you want to stay in that field or you don't know if it's for you, definitely comment down below if you've been in that position before where you were just starting off work and you didn't know if this was for you. Let me know, how you navigated that, down below, because I really need kind of that encouragement. So yeah, but that's really the update with work. I just work a lot. Going from literally not feeling like you couldn't get anything. And what's so crazy is that I actually got a call. I feel like it was going to be a call to do an interview from a place that I applied to 5 months ago. So it's just so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Um, that 5 months later, you're getting calls for interviews. Like, the job world is crazy, y'all. So keep applying because you never know, but it's definitely crazy. So yeah, I think that's all for the work update. JK, I lied. Another thing, like I said about work, is that I'm always so busy. I do not have time to do hobbies. Like I said, I haven't done a YouTube video in months, and it's because I don't have the time to sit down. Like, when I'm off or when I have time off, I spend that time resting and trying to relax. And I'm going to get into this too a little bit later, maybe in another video, but it's like, even when I am resting, I'm so anxious about the fact that I have to go to work or that something's coming up that I'm not actually resting. Like, I'm more so focused on all the other stuff that I have to do. So I'm not even really resting, and I don't have enough time to rest, engage in hobbies, do all of these things. Like, I literally just work. And so that's the other thing. And again, definitely can talk a little bit more about these things in future episodes. But this is kind of just like the update. So I'm kind of not going to get into all of that just yet. But now I think that's it as far as work. Okay, so next, let's give an update on dating. So 5 months down the road, and I am super single, like chronically single. Like, it's embarrassing to me how single I am. Like, it's one thing to be in a situationship. It's one thing to have people hit you up out of the blue. It's one thing to be on social media, getting DMs. I don't get any of that. I don't even get approached in real life. All of that. And again, dating and my dating life is a whole video within itself, so I'm not gonna get it. But what I will say is that it has been a challenge. I can be honest, I can be open and say that I love attention real bad. I love attention. I'm not one of those people that'll put myself in a bad predicament to get attention, but I love attention. And not getting attention at all has been messing with my mind because I tend to think of myself as Beyonce. In my head, I think that I'm very attractive. Um, and so going out and not getting the attention that you think you should be getting messes with your head. And I'm working on that. I am learning to exist without male attention and male validation. I think I've talked about this in the past. I'm still working on it. Haven't accomplished it yet, so don't ask me. Still working on it. But I am realizing these things, and I'm learning to cope with singleness. And I think from a Christian aspect, I just finished watching this podcast, Amani Talks. From a Christian aspect, deep down, knowing that the type of men that you're willing to get attention from are not going to be beneficial for you, and learning to accept that and be okay with that. Like I said, I'm not quite there because that means that I have to be single. I have to be super single. Like I have to sit in this, and who knows how long I have to sit with that. And that's something that scares me because I don't want to be single for the rest of my life. Until you know what that feels like, it's very hard for you to tell someone to love themselves, focus on themselves. That's all I do. That's all I do. Sometimes I want to give that to someone else. And with that being said, I'm learning to give that love and show up for other people that aren't men. Because in my brain, for so long, it's been a man. And so now I have to learn to do that for people that are less fortunate, friends, things like that, that you can still engage and find community and be around people and have connection. It's just not going to be a man. And again, I'm learning to be okay with that. I can't quite say that I'm okay with that, but I'm aware of it and I'm honest and I'm open with myself. And so, yes, I can be honest and say that right now, dating for me is a challenge because, again, deep down, I want to date. I want to have a connection. I want to flirt and be flirty and all of those things and go on dates and all of that. Okay, I can admit these things. However, I already know that that is not healthy and that I'm going to have to change my mindset. And changing my mindset means that you're going to have to be okay with being chronically single. I'm not there yet, but I understand that there's no option. You're going to have to deal with that. So that's dating. Also, I think just the lack of real Christian men, especially where I live, like I live in the hood. The hood. My house ain't the hood. My street ain't the hood. But if you cut the corner off my street, it'll be labeled the hood. So I live in the hood. I live, you know, with the gang bangers and the drug dealers and all of those things. And so in my city alone, finding a Christian man, like a godly Christian man, is slim pickings. Okay? Slim pickings. And so that's kind of disheartening too, just because I wish there were options. Like, again, for me, I know that some people feel like you should you shouldn't casually date. You shouldn't date and explore and all of those things. Like you should just wait for your one man to show. You get to know him, be friends with him for a while, and then y'all get married. Some people believe in that. I can appreciate that, but me personally, I just like dating. I do. And so I don't want to just date anybody. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to date the random drug dealer off the street. Absolutely not. I would be open to like a Christian mix and mingle speed dating type of thing because you're just getting to know people. Like you're getting to know, this person seems cool. Not really my fit, but there's this other person. Maybe I can get to know them a little bit more. You're just getting to know people, getting to know what you like, right? And you're having those options. And so for me, not already having the options because I'm a Christian woman, your options automatically go down from that. And I'm not talking about just, I love God, I go to church. I'm talking about a Christian woman that is striving every day to serve the Lord and to die to herself and to honor the Lord in every aspect of her life, that enjoys going to church, all of those things, like really trying to live the Christian life. Like I am religion and relationship. I know some people are just relationship. I know some people are just religion. I am both. I believe in following the Bible, honoring the Bible, all of that, But I also believe in studying for yourself, building your relationship with God, praying on your own, all of those things. So your options decrease significantly, especially in a day and age where men apparently do not think that church is for men, that it's centered to women, that church is too emotional, that it doesn't cater to men and how men think. That's a thing now. So, again, even finding a man that even enjoys going to church and you're in the hood, like your chances of meeting people, to me, and from what I see in my lens, it just feels so slim. But I know that all I do is go to work. So there's no telling who I could meet if I actually was able to get out and go and look and see and travel and do all the things. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of disheartened with finding actual Christian men, which brings me to my next point about I am considering Facebook dating. Bear with me. I am not a dating apps girl, okay? It's so embarrassing to me to date. Hooking up on a dating app makes sense. But to date, to have to use a dating app, like that's just so embarrassing to me. Like to me it just gives you're not able to form connections in real life. So, you have to use a dating app. I don't know, it's embarrassing, but I am considering cuz like I said, I just want to date. But also, like I said, I just watched this podcast and I'm kind of, I don't know, convicted, side eye, because I'm just like, what are your intentions? Like, what are your real intentions with joining this dating app? Deep down, again, I just want some male attention. I can admit that. I can admit that. Deep down, that's what I really want. Is that Christ like? Is that honoring the Lord? Is that what the Lord really is calling you to do? But also, I'm just curious because I've never been on a dating app before. And I know on Facebook dating, you can meet friends too. So, but yeah, I've never been on a dating app before. So, I'm just curious. And I think also I'm going to be 25. Like meeting people as you get older gets hard. So I feel like, I don't know. And I'm also not on social media. So I'm used to every person I've ever dated or met has been through a social media something, you know? Like, so I don't know. I don't know. But that's dating right now. It's very confusing only because it's just like I get no attention at all. Like nobody is trying to be with Kayla. Nobody is thinking twice about Kayla. I got to get used to that. You know? Got to get used to at 24 being chronically single. It's one thing to be chronically single mid-age. At 24, that's a long time. That's a long time. That's a long time. A long window of opportunity. So that's dating. And so, really, those are the two updates, I guess. Really, it was like work, dating. What else did my life fall apart with? That was, it was really work and just being confused and all of the things. But I think right now, going into the new year, I've had a lot of anxiety around the new year. My birthday and turning 25. 25 just seems so old. Like it just screams, you are an adult. You will never have another excuse ever to say that you're young. Like it just screams adult. And I'm not going to be in an adult position, but it just screams adult. 25, my birthday. I'm going to have to start paying a lot of bills really soon. And it's just so overwhelming to me. And I've had a lot of anxiety around it. I've prayed about it. I'm going to talk about it in therapy. That is also the other day, the other update. I started therapy. Y'all know I preach therapy all the time. Goes to therapy. I have started therapy. Therapy is expensive because I thought I was going the cheaper route, but I feel like I could find a cheaper alternative. But right now, this is just what I had access to and what I used. We can find cheaper alternatives later on. But I did start therapy. It's been a month of therapy, a little over a month, really, and I enjoy it. Um, I kind of am indifferent about my therapist. I'm still trying to test the waters, test the vibes, but just the thought of being able to be honest and open with somebody and get feedback has been everything that I've needed it to be. I'm still struggling. After a month, I've seen no progress, significant progress. I've definitely tried things and been challenged and learned, gotten great feedback, but definitely not a significant, change. And so I'm processing things on the outside, processing things in therapy. And I'm really proud of myself for doing that because that's something that I needed. Um, I really needed it. And so, yeah, I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, just those are things that I'm going to be talking about. Student loans, literally, I don't know how you could know about something and still do it. And it just was never in my mind to be smarter about loans. And I'm paying for it now. And it's hard because I am young. I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to do things. But in the back of my mind, I'm just like 20, 30 years of having this bill over your head. It's just disheartening. It's so disheartening. Um, so if anybody has been paying loans off for like 20, 30 years, just, I don't know, I guess I need the reassurance of I can still enjoy life and have a fulfilling life and be fulfilled in life even while having loans, because for some reason my brain just feels like my life is over because of these loans. Thinking about purchasing a car also on top of paying loans. Let's also add on to that I will be kicked off my parents' insurance in a year. So yes, bills are gonna fly at me. And I can't even consider an apartment yet. So yeah, that's where I am. So all of the anxiety around that, but I've prayed, I've prayed, I've prayed, I've prayed, I've prayed. I know this is a situation that I have to get through. I have to walk through it. I have to get through it. I just have to walk through it and trust that God has something in store, that God is going to protect me, God is going to keep me, God is going to move on my behalf. So those are the struggles. And as we go into this new year, it's definitely a reset for me. I want to start over. I don't know what exactly I want to start, but it just gives like, just start fresh. Just reset, just start over, because I've messed up so much this year. I've made so many mistakes. I've let myself down in various ways. I've fallen off the mark. I've gotten off track. I've felt off so many different times. I just need a blank slate to get it together and just feel better, because I don't. I don't feel great. 5 months down the line, yes. Have I been blessed? Yes. Have I been better than I was? Absolutely, because that was the one of the darkest times of my life. I've had a lot of dark times in my life. That one was one of those. So, have I grown emotionally? Am I doing better emotionally? Am I doing better mentally? Yes. Have I healed from that? Absolutely. That phase of my life. But it's like, I still don't quite have it. I still am not exactly where I need to be. I still don't feel happy. And of course, that comes with my spiritual life and getting back to God. And it's not that I've left God, it's that as I'm learning more about God, as I'm learning in my faith, being intentional and diligent and focused and committed. I think my commitment is what's been the struggle. I've been going to church, I've read my Bible, I've joined all of these things, but I think my commitment to doing it is what's off. I'm not committed to it because of feeling like I'm going to lose so much if I fully commit and give my life to God. I feel like I'm going to miss out. And it's like, why do you feel like you're going to miss out? And I guess because I'm not able to do things that I really want to do, I think that I'm going to miss out if I commit. I don't know. Again, don't have time to go into it. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Like I said, it's going to be a reset for me. I want to start fresh. I want to start over. I want to redo because I didn't get it right this year. I didn't get it right this year. So we got to go back and try to get it right. And hopefully we do better next year. I'm not going to say we're going to get it right next year, but we'll be better. It's like where you go through your first test trial, it's like you absolutely blew it on this one. You go through your second trial, you take what you learned from your first trial, and you say, okay, still maybe blew it, or we made a lot of progress. Still got to fine tune some things. I feel like that's where I want to do. It's just reset. Okay, what did we learn? What do we need to do moving forward? Let's go. If you're watching this video and you've made it to the end, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. If you are in a waiting season where you were just waiting for your life to be the life that you've always wanted it to be, you're waiting for answered prayers, you're waiting for specific things, you're waiting for God to move in your life, definitely subscribe to this channel so that you can have somebody along the journey with you. I need people in my waiting season, and I would love to do it alongside of you. If you're just watching this video because you just like my face and you like listening to my voice, thank you as well. Comment down below you guys' feedback, your advice, your thoughts, whatever it is that you have. And again, I thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.